So we're a few weeks into NASCAR's off-season, and we still don't know where things stand with one of NASCAR's most talked about prospects. Back in February, I posted a video speculating on Hailie Deegan's future in NASCAR, and then a few months ago, I posted another video talking about the state of Ford's driver development program. Today, I wanted to explore each of those ideas again, and how they are tied together. I've expressed concerns in the past over the state of Ford's driver development program, but I think the fact that they still don't have a ride for Deegan, who really is the centerpiece of their program, is really concerning. After a disappointing season with David Gilliland racing this year, I think it was clear to everyone that there had to be some sort of shakeup in Ford's strategy with her. I'm not going to pin the disappointing performance entirely on Deegan, though. I think her results were more or less on par with her equipment. While her results weren't quite as good as teammate Tanner Gray, it's not like he was lighting the world on fire this year either. While her Truck Series performance did disappoint this year, she did put together a solid 13th place finish for SS Greenlight Racing in her lone Xfinity Series start this year, leading some to say that she should be considered for an Xfinity Series seat in 2023. Personally, I'm on the fence about this idea. It's difficult to really judge someone based off of their performance in just one race, but based off a traditional view of determining when someone is ready to move to the next level, it's not clear that she's really ready. But with how different each series has become over the years, does tradition really mean much anymore? Maybe there's something about the Xfinity cars that clicks with her in a way that the trucks don't. If that's the case, then it may be better to just move her up to the Xfinity Series now. It would certainly be much more beneficial to her development to have her running at the front of the field instead of the middle to the back of the field in a truck. I think Jeff Burton raised a very good point when, during Ty Gibbs' Cup Series debut, he questioned the need to keep drivers in the Truck or Xfinity Series for multiple years, saying that the differences between the cars in each series was so great that there may not be as much to gain as people think. That's not to say that I think she should be jumped all the way to the Cup Series now. I don't think she's ready for that. But bringing her up to the Xfinity Series may not be a bad call. At the end of the day, when deciding where she belongs, it would be best for Ford to simply ask where the best and most competitive equipment is available. If they can put her in a top-tier Truck Series ride, but only a mediocre Xfinity Series ride, then it should be the Truck Series. If they can find her a top-level Xfinity team, then maybe it should be the Xfinity Series. The problem is that Ford's presence in the Truck and Xfinity Series is so small. There really aren't any options available. Stewart-Haas Racing may be restarting its second Xfinity Series car, but their driver lineup is now set with Cole Custer and Riley Herbst, so SHR isn't an option for this year. I think the best available option for Ford right now would likely be to help Front Row Motorsports start a second Truck Series team. Front Row has emerged as a top-tier Truck Series team, obviously winning the championship with Zane Smith this year, so you'd have her in top-tier equipment. Then going into 2024, I believe Cole Custer will return to the Cup Series with the presumed retirement of Kevin Harvick, and Deegan could slide up into the second SHR car in the Xfinity Series and prep for a potential takeover of the 10 car for SHR in the Cup Series in a couple of years. But regardless of where you think Hailie Deegan does or doesn't belong, the fact that they still haven't announced a seat for their star prospect should be raising a lot of red flags. Not about Deegan herself, but about the state of Ford's driver development program. I've said it before, Ford's driver development program is almost non-existent, and it will cause problems in the future. Those problems seem to be starting now. If you have so few seats in feeder series that you have difficulty finding a seat for your star prospect, it's a real problem. Zane Smith has a clear path to the Cup Series with Front Row Motorsports. He's even going to be competing part-time in the Cup Series in 2023, but Deegan's path is anything but clear at this point. Stewart-Haas Racing's expansion to 2 cars in the Xfinity Series is a step in the right direction, but Ford still doesn't have enough of a presence in either the Truck or the Xfinity Series. What's going to happen when Kevin Harvick and Eric Almirola both retire? What's going to happen when when RFK Racing wants to expand to a 3-car team again, or when Brad Keselowski decides to step back from driving to focus more on the ownership side of things. That may not be in the immediate future, but it is something that I could see happening in the next 5 or 6 years. A lack of a serious driver development program has downstream effect that end up in the Cup Series. If Ford wants to avoid serious issues in the Cup Series over the next 5 years or so, they need to expand their presence in the Truck and Xfinity Series. Of NASCAR's 3 manufacturers, I think Chevy clearly has the best driver development program. I thought Toyota was going to be in serious trouble with the loss of Kyle Busch Motorsports, as well as the losses of Chandler Smith and Brandon Jones, but I think that bringing David Gilliland Racing, now rebranded Tricon Garage, into the fold was a nice way to soften the landing. Ford is clearly behind Chevy and Toyota at this point, and I think the alarm bells should be ringing. But that's what I think as far as where Hailie Deegan belongs. I think it really just comes down to which series Ford can give her the best equipment in. Let me know in the comments where you think Deegan should or will end up, and what you think about the state of Ford's driver development program. Please like and subscribe, and thank you for watching, and have a great day.